So, you've heard people say that either level 134,217,728 or level 128,016,000 is the ending to the game of Blue Sphere. Well, what if I tell you that it's neither of those levels? In today's video, you'll learn about how that when playing a Blue Sphere level, you can actually be playing up to multiple at once or just either one singular level. So, let's get started. So this is basically what a flat map of the Blue Sphere stages are. We have the top right quadrant, quadrant A, the bottom right quadrant, quadrant B, the bottom left quadrant, quadrant D, and top left quadrant, quadrant C. I just use A, B, C, and D in this order. You can use it another way. So both top right and both the top have to match, or else there's no level. And the top right can have up to 127, all 128 quadrants. The bottom right can only fit up to quadrant 126. The top left can only fit up to quadrant 125. And then the bottom left can only fit up to quadrant 124. The equations are explained in another video. If you want to go check that one out, go ahead and click the link in the top right corner. Other than that, let's move on to the generator. So this is the famous Blue Sphere, or this is a version of the Blue Sphere level generator that I've seen people use. I've mainly used a different one, but this one people use because you can edit the quadrants by just clicking on them, and then it loads all of them. It took a second for me to load, and as you can see here, it's all 128 quadrants here, and you just pick and choose like that, and boom, you create yourself either a level or a stage. But we're gonna, this is just a stage number, and it's not a available level because it gives you a none, and plus it tells you why it's not a level. So that if you'd like to check that out, it's in my other Blue Sphere video saying the never-ending Sonic game has an ending. So anyways, let's create level 1. So it'd be 2, 0, 1, 3. So if you rotate clockwise, it gives you an error code saying level not acceptable, but this gives you a stage number. If you do it again, look, it's another level. It's level 40,845,572. which is 40 million levels after level 1. But it's still level 1 because it still has 0, 2, 3, and 1. And then if we rotate clockwise again, it's an unplayable level. It's stage 214, 2,146,306. And if we rotate again, it's back to level 1. So the first 54 levels are like this. But once you get to 55, so that'll be 20, 54, 36, and then 6. See how all of them are even? So if you hit the rotate clockwise button, it generates another level. So that's 1. So 55 is 1. This level is 1, so that's 2. This is a level, so that's 3. This is a level, so that's 4 different levels from level 55. And it continues like this until level 72, with the exception of level 63, because level 63 is a crisscross level between quadrant 60 and 62, so you can only make 2 levels out of that. And then this thing doesn't happen again until level 129. However, there is an exception to this, and it's level 128. Which is level 128 because quadrant 127 here, look, it gives you a 0, it gives you a none, and this time, instead of saying quadrants top 2 quadrants must be accepted, it gives you error code 0000 NaN. So that means it cannot generate because quadrant 127 can only go in this top corner here. So technically it starts with 128 for the next four levels and goes up to 144, but since quadrant 127 can only go in the top right, it only generates one specific level. So that means level 128, 256, 384, 512, 640, and so forth can only generate one specific level. So can all the quadrants. So let's just say 7 quadrupled. See. So this is one singular level because it's one quadrant pasted four times. So that means you can only make one level out of this. So that's true for all 124 quadrants that can do this. And then it's also true for every 128th level if you were to start playing at level 1. So 120, like I said earlier, 128, 256, 384, 512, 640, and plus these. So technically there's like 125 set levels, and then every 128 so level to 128. So basically there is a very select few of set levels. All the other ones can be altered some way and be played later on in the game, but only those specific levels that I mentioned earlier can be played or are set in stone. They cannot be altered at all. Trying to say is that it's a lot quicker to beat the blue sphere. Let's say that you played through the first 134 levels of the game. You thought you've only beaten 134 levels, but without realizing it, you've beaten 311 levels. Yes, 311. Most of the 134 levels are found at least once later in the game. Levels 55 through 62, 64 through 74, and 129 through 124 have 3 more levels founded later within the game. I know that the quadrants will be in a different place, but you're going to get deja vu when you play level 16,813,845 or 83,700,274. If you make it that far, that is. You also encounter new levels with the same mechanics like level 422. If it's in the 55 through 62, 64 through 74 category, where all 4 quadrants are odd, so it makes 3 more different levels. To sum it up, a single level can make more levels within the blue sphere, while there are only 1,125 set levels in blue sphere. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like to see more videos made by me, click on the either 2 card links that are shown on the screen. And please subscribe. It really helps out a lot. And remember, everyone's awesome.